I really want to get on with doing some building because I don't like getting caught in the progression trap and just building farms to acquire stuff for no reason. I have got some building done with the dungeons and also the crazy villager trading hall, but besides that, it's very standard Skyblock platform territory, so I want to get some more building done and completely transform this area. I do have lots of plans and even a few designs, but the problem is, despite what I've just said, I still need stuff. So today, I'm going to have one big push and try to get everything else done so in the next few episodes, I can get on with doing lots of building. I want to build a big dome around the spawn point, and I had a few ideas, but I had to be careful which material to choose as, you know, it's not like I could just go mining. After trying out loads of different materials, I settled on quartz and prismarine, which is definitely not the easiest, I know, but it is possible. Alright, so what have I been up to between episodes? Well, first thing, good old wandering trader made an appearance, and one of the advancements is to get all of the dyes. So this guy was selling dyes, so I bought a few. Another big thing I needed to get done, as I'm going to be using quartz, is having a load of stonemasons. So I've bred up an absolute ton of villagers, set them as stonemasons, zombified and cured them, and moved them all into the villager trading hall. Next thing, I was trying to get wither skeleton skulls. Now, as I'm in a skyblock world, I don't really need a beacon, but I do want to kill the wither, but that's for another reason, and we will get to that later on. Next, it was the bees. As we saw last time, they've all flown into the void for some reason, so I've spent a little bit of time shooting them from the platform, and the ones I couldn't reach, I've been flying into the void and shooting them. This was actually quite fun. Then it was over to the end. I needed a few more shulker shells, but mainly I also needed diamonds for the advancements. In the first end city ship, I found a decent amount of armour, but also beetroot seeds, which I need for an advancement, but in the other chest, 6 diamonds. Very happy with that. Next, I worked on another advancement where I needed to float up 50 blocks in the air with the levitation effect from the shulkers. This was way harder than I thought and took a few attempts, but eventually I got there and got the advancement. Finally, I just spent some time getting a few shulker shells for a few more shulker boxes. And I've also been quite busy in the Nether as well, so you'll see a few things have popped up around here. So first up, I've added in a few portals, and these are to the main islands I've been using, just a bit of a quicker way of getting there. And I have started doing a little barrier around the edge of it as well, but I think I've decided I actually want to raise these up a bit. We'll see why later on, because I'm going to be building something a little bit higher up than this base platform, and I think I'd like to have these at that same level. But just a quick tour, that is the main portal at the starter island. We then have the ice farm, flower farm, the desert, and this one goes to the guardian farm, so we'll definitely be going there later on. But for now, what I want to get on with is doing a gold farm. So this is the temporary one we set up last time. Well, actually, it's been set up quite well, but I finally got the turtle egg in last time, and this has been doing quite well, and I've got an absolute ton of gold somewhere. Not in there, obviously. Yeah, I've got a few bits around here, I think. Or is it? Yeah, so the gold is going pretty well. I've got an absolute ton of magma blocks, because that is what I'm going to build a gold farm out of. So these frogolites around here, with the slabs on top, this is the area where I'm going to build a gold farm. A lot further up, obviously, but not as far up as that. It'll be about 30 blocks up, so they can all splat down. I'm not going to do an XP farm out of this. This is all just for the drops, and then they can get sent into a sorting system. I can craft them into ingots, and I'm also going to have a bartering system around here as well, because I definitely want to get some of the bartering going. Some of those items are going to be really handy. And then the other thing I've done, next to my starter Nether Fortress farm, is mark out where the wither skeleton farm's going. So looking at mini HUD, we can see these bounding boxes here. These are 2 intersections, so these are the best ones to build the wither skeleton farms at. So I've got 2 of those there, got that marked out, and then down here, this is the spot where we're going to be killing them. So I've done a lot of planning, got a few things marked out, but now I need to actually get on with it and build a few things. And you'll also notice up here as well, I've moved this portal down, and all the stuff that was up here is pretty much gone now. All the chests that are up there, pretty much gone. So we just need to get rid of that gold farm, but as you've seen, it is working for the minute, and I also have a few piglins trapped in boats in there as well, so these are going to be handy. Definitely need a few of these, some of them for the bartering, but I'm also going to need some of them in the wither skeleton farm over there as well. So I have saved these, but what I also did between episodes was test if I could get these down there, and I did do it, but I don't know if I left them there. I dropped them, I just broke the floor in here, let them drop down, and it did work, but I think I may have killed them because they're just being a nuisance. But yeah, got plenty in there, and they keep spawning in here anyway, so I can trap a few more just in case this isn't enough. But anyway, I think it's time to build a gold farm, isn't it? Let's get on with it. Right, so we're just going to build one big giant platform out of magma blocks, and that means only piglins are going to be able to spawn here. But we also need to make sure it's gas proof as well, because they can spawn. So just having a few strips of glass along the top, and that'll make sure we don't get any of those. One did spawn before I got it done, but didn't cause too many issues. Next, we need to put a trap in for the piglins to fall down into, and we're just doing that with some trapdoors and some turtle eggs in the middle. So they're just going to run towards these, want to stomp on them, and fall down because the brains don't work very well. Then after we got that working, we had a huge issue with items on the floor, so I put the collection system in with the hoppers, built a glass tube up to the base of the platform, then put in some stone slabs for the floor level. Right, so that is the gold farm pretty much done, but the next thing I wanted to do was set up a spot for the piglins that we're going to be bartering with. And to do that, I built up a little bit of my design. Firstly, a bit of a pattern in the floor with the warped slabs, and then moving on to one of my favourite combinations at the moment, and that is the warped wood with oak wood. So I've got a little bit of design done at the back, and a spot marked out for the piglins. Right, I was going to have a break from the time lapse there anyway, and try and get some of the piglins down, but we've already got some in there, so I don't have to mess about with those in the boats up top, and I can just use these. So I've got some name tags, got those named, and right, there's nothing behind me, so I might be. I'm just gonna try and kill these. Let's have a go. All right. Okay. No, that doesn't sound good. All right. No. You go away. Bye. Oh, more. No. Oh, that was close. Oh, no, rockets. I'm gonna. Where's my rockets? Yeah, you go there. No. Fly away. Right. We're good. Oh, that was close. Okay. There's quite a few to deal with here. I don't know where they're all coming from. I probably have quite a few spawning spaces behind there that I haven't sorted out yet. Right, go away. Die. Okay, so there's a few more piglins in there, and if I watch my back, I should just be able to clear these out. Remove these middle blocks. Yeah, and they all shoot across, and the top ones are falling down. Right, so just... yeah, you can die. Right, there we go. So I just have the two piglins in there now, and this is going to be tricky. I think it's going to be down to luck more than anything. I just need to make sure that they're on separate sides, and if I get a block between them, we're good. But no, what's that? Oh my god. Half a heart. Right. I really need to make this area safe. Right, I've been at this for quite a while now, and these two are really, really annoying me. But I've also realised that one of them isn't even named, so better do that so they don't disappear. And... oh, yes! Right, that block in there, because the stone and carpet, that means they can't get anywhere, so we'll block all this off, put the glass in the front, and that is done. Excellent. Right, so the last bit I want to do to get these piglins set up is have a glass blocks directly above their head. But because they're stood on carpet, I can't place it directly there. Which means I need to push them in with pistons, which isn't too much of a problem. Get those in there. And where the pistons were, we now want droppers, and this is what is going to give them the gold periodically. So if we just put these down here, spawn proof a little bit, and that should be good to go. Right, so we can give this a test. This is going to have a clock attached to it eventually, but if we just put a bit of redstone up here, put our measly amount of gold that we've got on us in here, and put a button on the end of this redstone, we can just give this a click and see what happens. So if we press that, they pick up the gold, and then after a short amount of time, they should throw something down there. Give another bit while we check. And I've got a load of junk in here, let's get rid of this. And yeah, so we've definitely got the bartering stuff coming through, got a bit of soul sand, blackstone, and then the arrows and string. Alright. That's working. Nice. Right, so now we've got that out of the way. Let's have a bit of a look at this thing. And as you can see, it's absolutely crazy. This isn't the most advanced gold farm in the world, but, you know, we're in a void world, and this thing is just crazy. Nothing else can spawn. We do have magma cubes, but they're spawning up there, so that's another issue I need to deal with. But as far as the zombified piglins, and yes, they are zombified piglins, in all of the previous clips I've just edited, I called them piglins, and, you know, that's different, because these things are piglins. Those ones that do the bartering, these are the ones that give us the gold. But anyway, these are dropping down now, dying on these 4 platforms, and I've done 4 for 2 reasons. One is because they'll drop down quicker, so wherever they spawn, they're going to be close to one of these turtle eggs and go straight towards it, so we'll get rid of them quicker, meaning more can spawn, meaning higher rates. Now, I don't know if it makes that much of a difference, but that's my theory anyway. And the other reason is, it's easier for the item collection. So we've got 9 hoppers under each platform, and then we're just going along this way, and through an item filter that takes the gold out, and as you can see, this is going very well. You go away. And then we have another one at the other side, again going well, and the 2 at each side go towards each other into the middle, and the rotten flesh goes out into this dropper here and just gets voided. And then we have the same setup, exactly the same on the other side, 2 of them with gold already full, and the rotten flesh going into the middle, so these are just droppers that go into the void. If you just to do this with 1 hopper chain and 1 item filter, it might work, but you know, it's just easier to do it this way, and there's no risk of anything getting backed up. Right, so it's not the most practical thing in the world having the gold down here, because I need to craft it and turn it into the gold ingots, but I'm not going to leave it like this. What I'm actually going to do is have a item elevator on each side. So this bit here, there's a staircase there, and there's going to be some chests above that. So we're going to have an item elevator going up here and into those chests, and exactly the same thing at the other side as well. Let's go up here, avoid that macro cube. Yeah, so there's going to be a staircase. Yeah, I've started it here, so it's going to go up a little bit further, and then we're going to have the chest there. Same thing on the other side. And then we have this bit up here where the piglins are, all safe in there, glass blocks on the head, and some on carpet, and there's hoppers below there, that's why they're on carpet. And then down here, if we can see, yeah, so the hopper's going to go along this way, and that is just one chest at the moment, but where these frog lights are here, we're going to have chests all the way along, then we're going to have hoppers on the back, and then on the back of those hoppers, we're going to have an item filter, so this will all be sorted, all the drops we'll get for bartering will go into here. So that's the next bit that I need to do, but I'm also want to get the rest of this design built up. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But despite a few very close calls, I think it's going well. So let's keep it going and get this thing finished. Firstly, piling down a load of chests because we're going to get a lot of items out of this. And then the standard item filter on the back. But the difference here is we can't use water because we're in the Nether. So we have a fancy contraption on the side with slime blocks and pistons pushing the items around. But we will have a close look at this at the minute. Then just above that, we have a dropper and an auto drop circuit on the back of there. And then finally, I've redirected the hoppers that go into that chest into the dropper, so that is that bit completely done. Next, we have the bit that distributes the gold. So we do have a lever next to where the piglins are stood, and off the back of that, we just have a clock. And this is the exact amount of time that the hoglins take to barter the items with the gold. Then we just connect that clock to the redstone we already had there, and then we just have one minecart hopper going along the back, picking up the gold from this chest, and that goes straight into the droppers. Next, I wanted to tear down the existing gold farm, but first, I wanted to save the piglins that we had in the boats in there. So I picked 2 of them out and got them trapped across closer to where we're going to build the wither skeleton farm. And it is a bit scary because these things hit really hard. But then I got rid of the rest, and then it was just on with taking down this gold farm. Now I've built this out of warp blocks, which can be a bit of a pain, but I do have an enchanted diamond hoe, so it didn't take too long at all. So I was going to leave it there, but because I'm in the mood for building a bit of redstone, I decided to get on with the only complicated bit that's going to be in the wither skeleton farm. I've built the trap at the top, which is basically just a holding pen for the piglins that the wither skeletons can't get to. And the idea here is the wither skeletons want to hit the piglins, but then they'll fall down the trap and we can kill them at the bottom. Then just below the spawning platform, we have a little ice path and some slime blocks on pistons. And when the wither skeletons land down here, they get pushed across and into the killing area. Right, this is going to be a problem. Not to be negative, but you know, I've got these 2 and they hit hard, both got swords, but I want to take them across there one at a time. So when I break this boat, the ideal situation is that they'll go into separate boats. Yeah, I don't think this is going to happen, but let's give it a go. Let's turn on the hitboxes so we don't attack them. You dead. Go. You got that? This way. Ah, no. That didn't work. Okay. Let's try that again. Do that again. A lot of spinning. What would be ideal actually is if I could separate them. One of you go in the boat. No, just. But I know you're very attached, but come on, one of you go that way. Right, one of you get in the boat. Right, one's in the boat. You come this way. Look at that. Pro skills. Right. Now, I thought that was going to be the hard bit, but I reckon this is probably going to be even harder. So what my plan is, let's just have a quick look over here. Right, I've got all this, so they can't get through here, but if I need to, I can crouch and fly away. And if we go down here, down this way, this is quite a long way. I'm going to go over here, and then this is where the barrier isn't there anymore. So I'm going to jump up here, and then I'm going to go over here, and he's going to fall down there, and I'm going to put a glass block on his head. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, right. If I break this, he's going to come straight after me. I need to run really fast. Alright, yeah, he's definitely coming. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Alright. Oh, he's definitely very much there. Go in. Go on. Go on. Go on, you're dumb. Why are you going in there? Alright, if I break, because I want him to stand down there. But he thinks he's going to take damage there. So I'll break that one. He could jump out of there. But I'll put a glass block. Right, let's try this. Right, you go. No, don't jump. Get in the hole. Come on, this. Oh, don't do that. Why did you do that? Right, can I break that? Where'd you go? Go in the hole. Oh, wow. Oh, what are you doing? This has not gone well. Right, can't get back up now, can I? You idiot. Oh. Alright, that's one dead piglin. Let's try that again. Alright, I've got some bad news. I went across to get some materials from the gold farm, just so I can do a bit more protection around that trap, so that wouldn't happen again. And I forgot that this one wasn't name tagged, and because he's not in the boat, he's now despawned. This is not going well. Right, so I need to get some piglins to spawn now. So I've built this little strip here, and the reason I've done this, if we turn on mini HUD, these, just to the side of these blocks, these are actually nether fortress sections. So if I was to put blocks in there, and it doesn't need to be nether brick, if I put any blocks in there, we would get nether fortress mobs spawning. I don't want that, I just want normal nether mobs. So unfortunately, I've only got a 2 wide strip here, but hopefully this will be enough. If I just wait around for a little bit longer, hopefully she'll get a piglin. There's been a few zombified piglins that I've killed, but I need the normal ones. Right, so I've just built another platform up here, slightly bigger area above the bounding box, so I thought that would increase my chances. And, you know, a few zombified piglins had spawned, but now there's 2 normal piglins down there, which is really, really annoying. So, yeah, I need to somehow trap those. Now, I don't know if I want to get rid of this yet. But, yeah, alright, let's leave it there for now. Try and get these 2. So if we can do that, I just want to... If I give him a little bit more space to run around, hopefully we'll be able to do something like... Oh, that was close. That nearly happened. There we go. Right. Got one trapped. Now, I should actually... Can I run along here? If I run along here, he's not going to be able to do that. He's just going to follow me from... No, don't do that. From the side. And then I could jump up here, but he won't be able to. Alright, is that a good plan? I think it is. Let's give it a go. Right, you are real nervous. Go this way. Please go. Right, there's a trap wall there. Come on, you can fall down there. What is wrong with you? Right, you're in. Okay, so I need to put the glass block there. So I need to get rid of that. Oh, I'll go for that. Right, name tag. Where's the name tag? Let's not get this wrong. Right. So you're named. All this can come down. Right, excellent. I think we're ready to do this again. I've taken everything down on that side. He's not happy with me, but you know, I don't care. Right, you're gonna come. Oh, hopefully this one will go as well. Right, you're gonna go in there. Go in there. That's your new home. What's the matter with you? Right, oh yes, he's in. Brilliant. Right, so if I get rid of that, put that there, and we are there. Right, name tag. Just like that. Right, that's it. It's all done. I can get rid of this, and that should be the hardest bit, apart from placing tons of soul sand, and getting the stuff that I need to go on top of the soul sand. Which, unfortunately, is not easy to do either. What I need to get is a ton of wither roses. So, the plan now. Let's talk about the plan now. Now I've got the difficult bit done. What I need to do, I need to fill in this whole area with soul sand, and that means all nether fortress mobs will be able to spawn, but we're also going to put wither roses down, and that means that only wither skeletons will be able to spawn around here. I've miscalculated this. I've had it in my head that I need 8 stacks, but it's more than that, isn't it? 'Cause I was thinking it was a chunk each, but it's more than that, 'cause it's 19 by 19 each. Oh, I'm gonna need a lot. But anyway, I can do it in stages. I've already thought about this. If I do a few strips of soul sand and put the wither roses on, only wither skeletons will be able to spawn there. And as long as they are able to get across to this bit, so I can... Right, let's get rid of that. There'll be soul sand up there, and they're going to run along, try and get to this fella, fall down there, and they're going to get pushed into the killing area. So as long as I have a few bits where they can spawn, that should make it easier to get a few wither skeleton skulls, meaning I can get more withers, and therefore more wither roses. So let's go have a look at the plan I've got for getting the wither roses. Right, so this is the plan. I I've had this here for quite a while now, and I don't think I've mentioned it at all in the video, but I've got a load of chickens on a hopper and laying eggs. Now, I have a few splash potions of poison as well, and that's what we're going to need for this plan. So, I have 4 shulker boxes here full of eggs, and some more potions in there as well. So, we're going to grab all these and get across to the end. Okay, so we are now underneath the end portal, and we have this little setup here, and this is where we're going to kill the wither. And I'm sure you've seen this before. We build a wither like this, put the heads on there, and it'll get trapped in the bedrock, and we can just swipe away at his feet. Does it have feet, tail, whatever it is? And the plan before we do that, though, is to spam as many eggs as we can, get as many chickens as we can in here, and then if we poison them with our splash potion of poison, which I've got in a silk box up there, that will weaken them. And then when we summon the wither, when it explodes, it will kill all of those chickens instantly, and they will all turn into wither roses. Now, I've just recalculated what I thought, so it's not 8 stacks, it's actually 11 stacks, just over 11 stacks of soul sand and wither roses I need. Now, I have 10 stacks of soul sand, so that's not a problem, but getting these wither roses is going to be a nightmare. So I definitely think I'm going to have to do this in stages, kill a few withers. But if we just spam a load of these in here, and I have forgot something as well. I need to bring, see, that's a stack already, and not 1 chicken. And they've all died in there, brilliant. Okay, so yeah, I've got to bring seeds, because I like to hold a seed to gather them all around me before I poison them. But yeah, you know, this is the plan. Just need to keep doing this, and hopefully we'll get plenty of chickens. But I'm definitely not going to get like 11 stacks worth, am I? Right, so I've just been back to get some seeds, and I have thrown 2 full shulker boxes of eggs into there. Now, I don't think this is going to be 11 stacks, is it? But I have enough with the skeleton skulls to do another wither after this. So we'll do the other 2 shulker boxes after we've got these done. And why are you lot coming over here? Come on. Right. You. God, I hate these things. They're so annoying. You're going to go in there because you're not much health. There. Go in the thing. Right, have we got them all? Oh, what is your problem? Let's go over here a bit. Can it? Yeah, there we go. Right, come on. I know one is going to make all the difference. Guarantee it. Right. Oh. Right, I think they're all there now. So, if we poison those like that, that's a horrendous noise. And put that on there like that. These should meet an untimely death, and I'll get plenty of wither roses. There we go. Right, let's play these first so they don't get destroyed. As you can see, the wither can't get out. I do have at least a stack there, which is good. I know this is a bit cheaty, but I'm not doing it any other way in the Skyblock world. There we go. Nice. Right, how many do we get? Oh, not only 1 stack. 1.5 stacks. That's not great. Alright, I think I need to do this again, don't I? Right, so if we had that second batch into here, that gives us 3 stacks and 10. And by my calculations, that gives us a 14 by 14 area, which is not bad at all. And back in the wither skeleton farm, we can just cover this central section, so the wither skeletons have access to the piglins. And then once we've got the soul sand down, we just cover the whole thing in wither roses, and that means only the wither skeletons can spawn in this section. So now we should have a working farm. You know what? I really worry about myself sometimes. You may have noticed at the end of that time lapse, there was a little bit of a mistake. Yeah, I didn't finish the killing area, so the wither skeletons have got absolutely everywhere. Ugh. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. Didn't take too long, and I didn't show any of it because, yeah, it's not that interesting. All I did was I blocked off a little bit higher up so they'd all fall onto that, and I flew away so they'd all despawn, and then when I came back it was nice and safe, so I could just finish off the glass around the edge, and then I broke the blocks. They all fall down onto here. Nice and simple. Alright, so let's see how many we get from this first batch. And there are quite a few here, even though we've got such a small spawning area up there. That's 4. So we've got 4 altogether from that first batch, which is going to be great. You know what? I think this farm is going to work out very well. And that was definitely an understatement. I've been over here for a little bit now, and as you can see, I have a chest here where I've been piling some stuff. I've got a ton of coal, full chest of bones and a bit more, and a little bit more soul sand, because that's one of the custom drops in Skyblock Evolution. We get soul sand from wither skeletons, so I've definitely got enough to finish this farm off. As you can see, we've still only got that little area that we've just built. And yeah, I've been over here a little bit, killing them. See if we're getting more from this batch. And every now and then, I don't know why, but I'll get a random zombie piglin, and he's wearing a skull. So I did get one there. Any more? Yeah, alright, we've got one there. And another one. It is very manual, the storage at the minute. I do have plans to upgrade this and have this automated, but for now, you know, I can keep up with doing it in this small area. But if you have a look in here, I have a full stack of wither skeleton skulls and another 2, which is absolutely crazy. And this is only the small version of the farm. So yeah, as you can see, they just pile up in seconds. It's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, this is very good. But I need to get the wither roses to get this finished off, don't I? And now I don't think I'm going to get a chance to do that today. So I was planning on doing the same thing again between episodes. And by that, I mean taking more eggs across to the end and killing them with the wither, convert them into wither roses. And as you can see, I already have another 4 shulker boxes of eggs. Well, nearly ready to go. A few more in there probably. Yeah, so I'm going to do this, and I will use these up, even though I've discovered there is a better way of doing it. And I'm really annoyed with myself for doing it this way, because waiting for the eggs is such a time sink. I've been AFK quite a lot, and it takes a while to fill these up. But I've discovered a better way of doing it with snow golems. That's right, snow golems is the way to go if you want wither roses. It's such a simple farm by ENX04 as well, and I will be going through that one next time, because, you know, I've been way too long on this episode. But we've done very well. We've got a gold farm up and running, wither skeleton farm up and running, and an absolute ton of wither skeleton skulls already. Got the bartering system going. It's gone well. So if you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like, and thank you for watching to the end of the video, and I shall see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.